Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2515th edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Hello, kids. This video is coming at you on the Monday night for trading Tuesday, Jan 10th, 2023. Please remember the risks involved in trading. It is a very risky game. You cannot always win, and sometimes you lose more than you would expect. So put your stops in, your protective stops, and put them in first before you ever trade. Last week, I lost 5 days out of 5. It can happen to anyone. Put your stops in first. Let's move forward. So, for Tuesday, you are looking at the transportation daily bar chart. So it's the Dow Jones Transportation Average. In this exact picture I left you with last night and said it's a do or die area for U.S. indices. What will happen? So first let's add today in, being Monday. This is Monday's bar, and you did get above both the 50 and the 200. But on settlement, the market came all the way back down to here. So it got a little bit, you got to be careful, a little bit questionable that it would drop so low from those highs and settle down here. And then something else occurred. I said, well, let's see what the E-mini S&P and the Russell did at the do or die area. So E-mini S&P do or die area, and this is live as you see it in the do or die area. This is tonight's bar. This was Monday night's bar right here, the red bar. This little dash is Monday night into Tuesday's bar. This will count for Tuesday. And already it's failing at that do or die area. And if you ask me, all it did was hit the top of this flag, this black flag. We'll turn it any other color for a moment just so that you can see it. Let's make it this. You see this flag right here? All it really did was get to the top of this flag, hit the 50-bar moving average, turn around and start to crack. The OMNI went neutral in some markets and stayed bullish in others, but the fact that the OMNI went neutral, I call this a swing day. It failed at the 50. If I was looking at the S&P only, I would say we have to be short today for Tuesday. Now, let's go look at the Russell. If you look at the Russell, tells me same thing happened. It hit that 50-bar moving average on Monday, do or die area, turned around, failed miserably so far, and is heading back down right now as we speak, and is back inside of the bear flag. So for now, I think we look at that swing day and expect at least to start off with some downside on Monday night into Tuesday's session. And if we could get a fill, we probably would end up short and see what's going to happen at first on the downside, take our profits, and sidestep afterwards. So that would be my plan. Let me spell that out for you one more time. If you're going to trade today, I would sell short something on a rally, wait for it to drop, take my profit, sidestep, and see where it goes next. Because on a swing day, a lot of times you get profit early, and then things can tend to turn around and reverse. So swing days, I like to trade early, get out quickly, and enjoy the profit. If we get a fill, that's how we're going to handle trading on Tuesday. And then there is one other thing that I'd like to show you quickly, and that's the dollar. We looked at this last night. Remember, we had the happy dollar on its way up, big rally, big rally, big rally. And finally, we hit around September of 2022, crossover period, I call it. And down we start to go, and you go from a happy dollar to a not so happy dollar, which has gotten below the 200-bar moving average and is still dropping. This is live as we see it. So the dollar failing at the 200 at the top of the channel, right? Failure, dropping, is probably something that will help put weight on on the U.S. stocks, because if U.S. dollars are getting cheaper, the value of stocks are dropping as well. So you've got that going on. The last thing I will remind you of is we've got inflation numbers coming out this week, the CPI type of data coming out, Consumer Price Index. If this comes out rosy, I would forget all bearish pictures in the stock market. I would say if this comes out rosy like it did last month, which means better than expected, meaning inflation is tapering. If these numbers come out later this week, happy, bullish if you will, I say we will have quite the explosion in U.S. indices. But this is later on in the week. We're day traders. It's only Monday night for Tuesday we're talking right now. So we'll discuss this later in the week. But there is a CPI report coming out. And when that does, it could totally change the landscape of the markets. But we'll deal with that and the OMNI signal the night before. And whatever's going to be will be. Thank you for tuning in, traders. Remember, the dollar, while it's dropping, makes a lot of markets jittery. Please put your stops in and put them in first. Join me at livewithoscar.com, and I will see you there. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. Say this to yourselves over and over again, and it'll help you. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good luck trading. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.